Have you ever wondered why some men seem to attract women effortlessly, like they have some secret power? It's not luck, charm, or just good looks. It's psychology. In this video, we'll explore 10 mind tricks inspired by Machiavelli that can make women desire you instantly. These are subtle, clever tactics most men don't even know exist. You'll discover how small actions, confident energy, and smart strategies can create a magnetic pull that turns heads. This isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding human nature and using it wisely. By the end, you'll know exactly how to stand out, spark interest, and get noticed naturally. Watch closely, apply these techniques, and see how women respond to you in ways you never imagined. Trick 1. Calm confidence. Machiavelli, the master of strategy and human behavior, understood one simple truth. People naturally respect those who stay steady in any situation. When a man remains calm, composed, and in control, it signals strength without needing to prove it. And this isn't just about politics or power, it works in everyday life, especially when it comes to women. Women are naturally drawn to men who carry themselves with calm confidence. Think about it. When a situation gets tense, when something unexpected happens, or when others start panicking or overreacting, the man who stays calm immediately stands out. He doesn't shout, he doesn't act impulsively, he doesn't try to force attention. He just stays present, collected, and in control. That calm energy communicates safety, stability, and strength, all qualities that are deeply attractive on a subconscious level. Here's how you can practice it. Next time you're at a social event, a party, or even just talking in a group, focus on being composed. Take a slow breath before speaking. Listen first, then respond. Don't rush to say something clever or try to impress everyone. Let your words and actions come naturally. Avoid fidgeting, over-explaining, or seeking approval. The more relaxed you are, the more women will notice. Calm confidence isn't about being quiet or weak. It's about showing control without arrogance. It's about walking into a room, knowing who you are, what you want, and not needing anyone's validation. When you do this, women pick up on it immediately. They sense your stability, your reliability, and your inner strength. You don't need to brag or act dominant. Your presence speaks louder than words. Even small actions like maintaining steady eye contact, speaking clearly, and moving with intention amplify this effect. Calm confidence makes you magnetic because it creates a sense of security and power. People, especially women, are instinctively attracted to those who exude calm control. Remember, this isn't about pretending or faking confidence. It's about building it naturally from within. Practice staying grounded, even when things feel chaotic or uncomfortable. Over time, this calm energy will become second nature, and you'll notice that women respond differently. They'll look to you, engage with you, and naturally feel drawn to your steady presence. Trick 2. Mystery and silence. Machiavelli often wrote about the power of mystery. He knew that people are naturally drawn to what they cannot fully understand. The same principle applies when it comes to attraction. If you reveal everything about yourself immediately, you remove the element of curiosity, and women quickly lose interest. People want to explore, discover, and uncover hidden layers in others. That's what keeps attraction alive. The key here is balance. You don't need to be secretive for the sake of it. Instead, leave space for curiosity. Share parts of yourself, but not all at once. Give her enough to be intrigued, but keep some things private. For example, instead of telling her every detail about your hobbies, achievements, or past experiences, drop hints and let her ask questions. The questions she asks and the effort she makes to know you make her more invested in you. Even small gestures can create mystery. A slight pause before answering a question, for instance, can make her pay closer attention to your words. A subtle smile when speaking about yourself can spark curiosity, making her wonder about your thoughts or your story. The way you carry yourself, your tone of voice, and the little details you reveal or leave unsaid all contribute to this sense of intrigue. Silence is a powerful tool. You don't have to fill every gap with words or try to impress with constant talking. Sometimes, the quiet moments are more meaningful than anything you say. Silence gives her space to think about you, to imagine things about you, and to feel drawn to you without you having to force it. Mysterious men stand out because they are unpredictable in the right way. They make women feel like there's more to uncover, and that sense of discovery is incredibly attractive. Curiosity creates emotional investment, and emotional investment leads to desire. So, the lesson is simple. Don't reveal everything at once. Let some things remain hidden, let some moments stay unspoken, and let your actions speak louder than words. Mystery makes you magnetic. Silence gives her room to want more. When you master these subtle techniques, you'll notice how naturally women are drawn toward you. Trick 3. Subtle attention. Trick 3 is all about subtle attention. Machiavelli understood that real influence doesn't come from grand gestures or loud words. It comes from noticing the small things that others usually miss. Most people only pay attention to obvious details, like looks or what someone is saying out loud. But the little things, the tiny habits, the unique quirks, the small expressions, these are the details that truly make someone feel noticed and valued. That's the kind of attention that sparks interest and attraction naturally. Here's what you can do. Start observing carefully. Don't stare or overthink it, but pay attention to details that are easily overlooked. Maybe she has a laugh that comes out when she's genuinely happy. Maybe the way she tilts her head when she's concentrating is unique. Maybe she always wears a bracelet or a particular style of shoes that shows her personality. When you notice one of these small things and mention it in a genuine, casual way, it creates a powerful connection. For example, instead of saying something generic like, "You look nice today," you could say, "I love the way your laugh comes out when you're focused. It's really unique." Or, "That color really suits you. It's bold and confident." These comments show that you see her as more than just a face or a body. You see the real details that make her who she is. That's extremely attractive. The key is to keep it subtle. Don't pile on compliments or go overboard. One single genuine observation is enough to make a woman feel understood and appreciated. Women naturally respond to someone who notices them for the things that truly matter, rather than the things everyone else comments on. This kind of attention creates curiosity, respect, and desire. When done correctly, subtle attention makes her feel valued, recognized, and comfortable, which builds a bond quickly. It shows intelligence, awareness, and emotional depth, qualities that are deeply attractive. Machiavelli's teachings remind us that influence often lies in the details others ignore, and mastering this can make a huge difference in the way women perceive and respond to you. Start practicing today. Look closer, notice the little things, and compliment them genuinely. You'll be surprised how something so small can create a powerful impact and make her think about you long after the conversation ends. Trick 4. Lead without pressure. One of the most powerful ways to make women desire you is to lead without applying pressure. Machiavelli, the master of influence and strategy, understood this centuries ago. He knew that people resist being controlled, but they naturally follow those who guide them subtly. The key is to make someone feel like the choice is theirs, even when you are the one directing the situation. This is not manipulation. It's about creating a sense of ease and freedom while still showing your strength and decisiveness. Think about it. When someone tells you exactly what to do, you feel a little trapped. You might even resist, sometimes without realizing it. But when someone suggests something in a casual, relaxed way, it feels easy to say yes. You feel like it's your idea. This is exactly how women respond to men who lead without pressure. Instead of controlling, you are guiding. Instead of pushing, you are suggesting. Here's how it works in real life. Let's say you are deciding where to go for coffee or dinner. Instead of saying, "We are going to this place," you can say, "I heard this new cafe is amazing. Do you want to check it out, or do you have another place in mind?" Notice the difference. You are still guiding the decision, but she feels like she has the freedom to choose. That freedom makes her comfortable, relaxed, and even more attracted to you. This approach works not just for small decisions, but for bigger ones too, like where to go on a trip, what movie to watch, or even how to spend your time together. By showing calm confidence and subtle guidance, you demonstrate that you are someone who can take charge without being controlling. This balance is magnetic. Women are naturally attracted to men who are decisive yet relaxed. They want someone who can make decisions confidently, but who also respects their opinions and freedom. Leading without pressure achieves exactly this. It makes you seem strong, secure, and trustworthy. Remember, the trick is in the subtlety. You are not forcing anything. You are not arguing or insisting. You are gently steering, allowing her to feel she is making her own choices. Over time, this builds respect, attraction, and a deep sense of connection. If you master this trick, women won't just enjoy being around you. They'll feel drawn to your presence and naturally want to follow your lead. This is the art of influence, the kind Machiavelli wrote about, applied in the world of attraction. Trick 5. Use humor wisely. Humor is one of the most powerful tools in attraction, but not all humor works the same way. It's not about telling huge over-the-top jokes or trying to be a stand-up comedian. That often comes across as forced or desperate. The real trick is to use clever, light, and natural humor that makes her smile, laugh, or feel good in your presence. Machiavelli, in his writings on influence and human behavior, knew that laughter opens minds and creates connections. When someone laughs with you, even a little, they start to feel closer to you. It breaks down barriers and builds trust without even trying. Humor, when used correctly, becomes a way to communicate that you are confident, relaxed, and in control of yourself. The best way to do this is with small, playful teases or witty observations. For example, notice something funny or ironic about a situation you're both in and gently point it out in a clever way. It could be as simple as noticing a small quirk or saying something unexpected that makes her smile. The key is to keep it subtle and never mean-spirited. The goal is not to make fun of her, but to make her feel good and enjoy being around you. Another tip is to laugh at yourself sometimes. This shows that you're confident enough not to take yourself too seriously. People are naturally drawn to those who can relax, joke, and see the lighter side of life. Humor is not only entertaining, it also communicates emotional intelligence and social awareness, qualities women find attractive. Keep in mind, humor creates a bond, and a bond sparks desire. When a woman laughs with you, she associates you with positive feelings. Over time, these small moments of joy build attraction without you needing to say anything else. Remember, the most effective humor comes naturally. Don't force jokes or try too hard. Instead, notice small funny details, respond with playful energy, and keep interactions light. When used wisely, humor becomes a silent magnet, drawing her attention and interest in ways that words alone cannot. Master this, and you'll notice a subtle shift in how she reacts to you. She will start enjoying your company more, looking forward to your interactions, and feeling a natural desire to be around you. Trick 6. Value yourself. Trick 6 is one of the most powerful. Value yourself. This might sound simple, but it's something most men completely miss. Women are naturally attracted to men who respect themselves, not because of wealth, looks, or charm, but because self-respect sends a strong signal. You know your worth, and you won't settle for less. When you truly value yourself, it shows in small ways. You don't drop everything to answer every message immediately. You don't chase attention or approval. You have your own life, your own goals, and your own priorities. This doesn't mean being cold or distant. It means being present in your own world and letting her see that you are independent and confident. Think about it. When someone is constantly available, always bending over backward for others, it sends a signal of neediness. But when a man has his own life and doesn't rely on someone else for validation, it creates a sense of mystery, confidence, and power. Women subconsciously notice this. They see a man who can stand on his own, who isn't desperate for attention, and they begin to respect him. Respect often turns into desire because strength, independence, and self-assurance are naturally attractive qualities. Valuing yourself also means setting boundaries. Don't let people take advantage of your time or energy. Say no when needed and prioritize your goals and personal growth. Machiavelli believed that a man who shows inner strength, discipline, and independence automatically gains influence over others. This applies to attraction too. Women feel drawn to men who stand firm in their own values and don't compromise who they are just to please others. Here's the key. Self-respect is not arrogance. You don't have to show off or act superior. True self-respect is quiet, confident, and magnetic. It comes from knowing your worth and living accordingly. When you value yourself, women notice subtle changes, your energy, your presence, your calm attitude, and it creates an instant pull that is hard to resist. Start small. Focus on your goals, pursue your hobbies, maintain your independence, and respect your own time. Over time, you'll notice women reacting differently. They'll appreciate your confidence, notice your calm energy, and desire the strength and independence you carry naturally. Valuing yourself isn't just a trick. It's a lifestyle that makes you irresistible. Trick 7. Subtle physical presence. This is more than just how you look. It's about how you carry yourself, how you move, and the energy you give off. Machiavelli, the master of strategy, understood that posture and presence communicate power silently. Long before anyone spoke, people could sense confidence, strength, and authority just by the way someone held themselves. When you stand tall, with your shoulders back and your head held high, you're sending a signal that you are in control. Even small things, like the way you walk or the way you sit, can make a huge difference. A calm, purposeful walk shows that you know where you're going and that you are confident in yourself. It's a silent form of communication that women pick up on instantly. You don't even have to say a word for them to notice you. Respecting personal space is another key part of this trick. Machiavelli would say that people need to feel both your presence and your restraint. Stand close enough to be noticed, but not so close that it feels forced or aggressive. Let your body language show strength and calmness at the same time. When a woman senses that you are comfortable in your own space and respect hers, it creates a natural attraction. Your movements should be smooth and deliberate. Avoid fidgeting, slouching, or rushing. A man who moves with purpose naturally draws attention. Even when you are waiting, leaning casually against a wall, or sitting with relaxed confidence, your presence will stand out. Women often notice these subtle cues more than anything you say. This trick isn't about being flashy or dramatic, it's about quiet power. A firm stance, a relaxed posture, a calm yet attentive presence, these are signals that something about you is different. Women pick up on this energy immediately, even if they can't explain why. It makes them curious, intrigued, and drawn toward you. Remember, physical presence is not just about looking good, it's about feeling solid and confident inside. When your body communicates that you are secure, capable, and aware, it amplifies all the other qualities you have. Over time, this subtle presence becomes magnetic. People notice it. Women are naturally attracted to it. And the best part? It doesn't require words or effort, just practice, awareness, and confidence in yourself. Trick 8. Show emotional control. This is one of the most powerful traits a man can have, and yet it is often overlooked. Emotional control doesn't mean being cold or emotionless. It means being able to stay calm and composed no matter what's happening around you. Women are naturally drawn to men who can handle themselves under pressure because it signals strength, reliability, and security. Think about it this way. Life is full of small challenges, disagreements, and unexpected situations. Most men react immediately. They get frustrated, raise their voice, or show irritation. This kind of reaction can push women away without them even realizing it. On the other hand, a man who stays calm, who doesn't overreact, instantly becomes magnetic. He shows that he can handle anything life throws at him. This isn't just attractive, it's inspiring. Women feel safe around men who control their emotions, and safety is a key factor in desire and attraction. Machiavelli, centuries ago, wrote extensively about influence and power. One of his key principles was that those who control their emotions hold power over situations and people. When you are calm in conflict or difficult moments, you don't just avoid chaos, you actually gain influence over the people around you. They unconsciously respect you more and listen to you more closely. Here's how to apply this in real life. The next time something doesn't go your way, take a deep breath before responding. Instead of reacting immediately, pause and think. Even in a small argument or disagreement, speak in a steady tone. Avoid showing frustration or anger. This shows women that you are not only confident, but also mature and strong. Emotional control also means being aware of your feelings without letting them rule your actions. You can feel annoyed, stressed, or frustrated, but the key is not letting these feelings spill over into your behavior. This balance is rare, and it's exactly what draws women to men naturally. By mastering emotional control, you become both attractive and reliable. Women notice this instinctively, even if they can't explain why. They sense stability, strength, and confidence, all of which are extremely attractive traits. Emotional control is subtle, yet incredibly powerful. It's the kind of magnetism that doesn't scream for attention. It quietly pulls people toward you, making them feel both drawn to you and safe with you. Trick 9. Create subtle competition. One of the most powerful ways to attract women, according to Machiavelli, is to create subtle competition. This doesn't mean bragging, showing off, or trying to make others jealous. That's obvious and unattractive. Instead, it's about making yourself someone that women naturally notice, admire, and feel drawn to without even trying too hard. Think about it. People value what others desire. When a woman sees that other people respect, admire, or are interested in you, her perception of your value goes up automatically. She doesn't consciously think, "I want him because others want him," but subconsciously, it makes her more curious and drawn toward you. Subtle competition is all about living your life fully and authentically. Focus on your passions, your goals, and your social life. Be confident, pursue your hobbies, work on your skills, and surround yourself with people who respect you. When you do this, other people will naturally admire you. Women notice this admiration, even if you don't actively point it out. Here's the key. Never force it or overplay it. The moment you try to show that others want you, it looks desperate. Instead, let it happen naturally. Smile, enjoy your life, and engage with people around you in a genuine way. When she sees you having fun, respected by friends, or casually getting attention in a social setting, it sends a very strong signal. You are a man of value. Another subtle way is to share experiences and stories that show your life is interesting without being boastful. For example, talking about a project you're passionate about, a trip you took, or an event you attended, done casually, shows that you are active, social, and admired without you saying, "Look at me." Machiavelli's principle is simple but powerful. People desire what others desire. By creating this subtle competition, you increase your value in her eyes without manipulating her. She will start noticing you more, thinking about you when you're not around, and naturally feeling drawn to you. Remember, the goal is not to make her jealous, but to show that your life is full, respected, and attractive. Subtle competition makes you magnetic because women are naturally drawn to men who are valued by others, yet remain calm, confident, and self-assured. Master this, and you'll see her interest grow naturally, almost effortlessly. Trick 10. Leave a lasting impression. This is the final secret that can make women remember you long after you've left the room. Many men underestimate this, but Machiavelli knew it well. People remember strong experiences, moments that stand out, and emotions that linger. It's not about doing something big or flashy, it's about creating a small, meaningful impact. It could be the way you say something, the way you make her feel, or a tiny gesture that sticks in her mind. Even a simple compliment, a unique story, or a calm, confident smile can make you unforgettable. Women don't just notice what you say, they remember how you make them feel. Think about the last time someone left a strong impression on you. Maybe they said something clever, or they carried themselves in a way that made you curious. That feeling stayed with you. That's exactly what you want to create. To do this, always end conversations on a positive note. Leave her with a sense of intrigue, warmth, or admiration. Don't overstay your welcome or fill the space with unnecessary chatter. Instead, wrap up naturally, with a gesture or a few words that feel genuine and confident. It could be something as simple as, "I enjoyed talking with you, you've got a unique perspective," or a playful smile that shows you're calm and composed. Another key is consistency in your presence. If you've been calm, confident, and slightly mysterious throughout the interaction, ending it smoothly reinforces all of those qualities. The combination of a memorable interaction and a strong ending makes women think about you after you leave. That lingering effect builds attraction over time, sometimes even stronger than any direct compliment or flirtation. Remember, this trick works best when it's subtle. Machiavelli emphasized influence that feels natural, not forced. Your goal is to be remembered for your attitude, energy, and subtle charm, not for being pushy or over the top. Practice this in small interactions. Every time you meet someone, pay attention to how you end the conversation. Make it thoughtful, calm, and intriguing. Soon, you'll notice that women are not just attracted to you in the moment. They're curious about you later, thinking about your presence, your words, and the unique way you made them feel. Leaving a lasting impression is one of the most powerful tools in attraction. It's the final brushstroke that completes the picture of a man who is calm, confident, mysterious, and magnetic. Use it wisely, and women will remember you long after you're gone. These are the 10 mind tricks that make women desire you instantly, straight from Machiavelli's principles. Remember, it's not about being manipulative. It's about understanding human nature and using these strategies wisely. Start practicing these today. Stay calm, mysterious, and confident. Pay attention, lead subtly, and value yourself. You'll notice how women respond differently and how your life changes. If you want more strategies like this, subscribe to the channel and don't miss the next video.